So hi guys, I would like to start solving more difficult equations, okay? So, so let's suppose I ask you to solve this equation, which is very basic, right? Cosine of x equals 1, and here we have the graph, so we can see that cosine of x it equals 1 at 0 and at 2 pi, right? So actually it would be nicer if we kind of activate the line y equals 1, so you can see that here it's where they're intersecting, and also at 0 and at 2 pi, right? So we have two solutions for this one. So it would be, right, for cosine for which angles cosine is 1. So for 0 and for 2 pi, for x equals 2 pi. That's easy, right? But what about if I ask you cosine of 2x equals 1? Well, that's not that easy anymore. I don't want to show you how we should approach this question. So look at that. So what I have done is I have also prepared for you how the cosine of 2x looks like. And if we look closely, the cosine of 2x is actually the period changes, it shortens, right? Which makes the frequency double, right? So as you can see, this reaches 1 2 times as often as the previous one, right? So instead of reaching 1 only at 0 and 2 pi, it's reaching it at 0, pi, and 2 pi, right? So what we have here is now three answers between 0 and 2 pi. We have x equals 0, and x equals pi, and x equals 2 pi. For all these angles, cosine is going to be 1. Okay? Now, how do we solve this without using a graphing calculator? That's something we're going to do right now. So imagine that I have this, right? Cosine of 2x equals 1, and I want to try to solve this. Well, what do I do? First thing, always, I do arc cosine, right? Both sides, so I can cancel the cosine and the sine, and actually the cosine moves to the other side as arc cosine. Okay, and actually we know already that arc cosine is going to be 1 for 0 radians plus 2 pi times n, and another answer is going to be 2 pi plus 2 pi times n, right? This is repeating every 2 pi, correct? Well, actually, we don't have to put two of them because with one it's enough, right? I'm sorry, with one it's enough because as this is being 2 pi, 0 and 2 pi, there is a difference of 2 pi. So this we don't need to write this one. With this one, it's enough, right? So now I have 2x equals this, 0 plus 2 pi n. Okay? Now, how am I going to solve this? Well, the last step is divide 2 both sides. If I divide 2 both sides, that means that this 2 is going to cancel out, and I have to divide 2 on the other side. So I'm going to have this 2 goes to the other side dividing, right? So over 2 and over 2. That's what it is. So this is going to be 0, and this is going to be pi times n, right? So as you can see, now the frequency I get the answers, it's double, because I get the answers every pi, as we saw in here, right? I hope it helps. We're gonna go for a more difficult one next video.